Happy evening, children. We'll continue with the last video. Last video, I hope you all remember that I would have stopped till this evidence of DNA as the genetic material. This evidence of DNA as the genetic material was experimentally proved by various scientists. One such scientist name was Frederick Griffith. Which he experimented in the year 1928 in mice, and he actually wanted to find a vaccine against a bacteria named Streptococcus pneumoniae, and this Streptococcus pneumoniae is the causative organism of a dreadful disease called pneumonia, right? So this bacteria actually they'll appear in two different strains. One strain is called as the smooth strain, the other one is called as the rough strain. So smooth strain, it is commonly denoted as S, and rough strain is denoted R. And this smooth strain character is it remains virulent, that is it leads to the death of the mice. And rough strain, they are non-virulent and they are harmless to mice, so that no death of the organism will be there. And this virulent capacity in smooth strain of bacteria is because of the presence of mucus polysaccharide coat, right? And in case of this experiment, Frederick Griffith, he created the third strain by heat killing the S strain, right? So he wanted to know what actually happens with the heat strain when it is heat killed. And the result was it remained avirulent, that is it was not harmful, right? And these three strains were injected into mice, and he actually wanted to know what was the result that was observed in the mice. So mice, when it was injected with a strain of bacteria, it led to the death. And mice strain which was injected into the R strain, when R strain of bacteria, when it was injected into mice, it was alive. And mice, when it was injected with heat killed S strain, it was alive. So I hope you are able to apply these three situations in this, right? So smooth in the sense virulent, right? So smooth strain, when it was injected into mice, it was virulent and lead to the death of the mice. And R strain in the sense it will not be harmless to the mice. So R strain, when it was injected into mice, it was alive. And heat killed S strains, again they were avirulent. So heat killed strain, when it was injected into mice, it was avirulent and the mice was able to live. So under third condition was created where the mice was injected with heat killed S strain bacteria, as well as R strain was also injected into the mice. So when this R strain was injected along with this heat killed S strain, the mice was finally dead. The reason was this R strain underwent a principle called transformation principle, and it started secreting the mucus polysaccharide, which makes the bacteria virulent. So virulent in the sense ultimately it will lead to the death of the mice, right? So R strain will get the transforming, it has inherited the transforming character from the S strain, and it has started secreting mucus polysaccharide and it has become virulent, and finally the mice has dead. And this as a conclusion, he learned that, or he proved that the R strain got transformed, right? R strain got transformed, and this is where he stopped with, right? And later on, three scientists named O.T. Avery, C.M.M.C. Leod, M.M.C. Cartry in the year 1944, they actually wanted to know what was the chemical behind this transformation principle. And they proved that the DNA was the chemical which is involved in this transformation principle. So they did a small experiment and they proved that the DNA is said to be the basic genetic material involved in this transformation. So what they did was they took a conical flask and they dropped heat killed mixture of S strain bacteria into the conical flask, and they mixed well, and this was added to 4 different test tubes. Like heat killed S strain was added in 4 different, in this it was added, in the third test tube it was added, and also in the fourth test tube it was added. And similarly to this, proteinase enzyme was added. To the second test tube, lipase was added, and to the third test tube, RNase was added, and to the fourth test tube, DNase was added. So this proteinase has the capacity to digest all the proteins present in this. And this lipase has the capacity to digest all the lipids. RNase, similarly, it digests all the RNAs. And DNA, of course, it will digest all the DNAs of the S strain. So, and then after adding the enzymes, finally, R strain was added into the first test tube. Similarly, R strain was added into the second one, third one, and finally it was also added to the fourth one. And here R strain, and when it is added along with the heat killed S strain, here the mice was of course dead, because R strain, it will start secreting the mucus polysaccharide as we already discussed, and it becomes virulent, and as a result the mice will dead when this mixture is injected into the mice body. And here in this case also the R strain will R strain and the heat killed S strain led to the death of the individual. And similarly, RNase carrying, enzyme carrying test tube also was injected into the mice, so that also was dead. And finally, in the last fourth test tube where DNase was added, the mice was alive, because the S strain bacteria DNA, when it is digested, right, when it is fully digested by this DNase, what will happen? Here S strain bacteria will not carry DNA, so that this will not alter the R strain of bacteria. So this will not, the R strain of bacteria will not synthesize any mucus polysaccharide, so that it becomes avirulent, and as a result the mouse was alive. So this was the basic principle which was proved by these three scientists, and they showed that the chemical which was involved in the transformation principle was this DNA. Alright, and then moving on to the next one, these three scientists' work was not evident, children, and then later on two more scientists named Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase, these two scientists in the year 1952, they again did an experiment using bacteriophage. Right, these two were American genetists, and the type of bacteriophage they used was T2 bacteriophage. And bacteriophages, before starting on with the experiment, I just wanted to tell you what is bacteriophage. Bacteriophage literally means bacteria eating. On the other hand, scientifically, any virus which infects bacteria, those group of organisms have a common term called bacteriophage. So now we will be learning about how DNA is said to be the genetic material, how DNA was proved as the genetic material by this bacteriophage. So this experiment we'll be going ahead in the next video. So hope till this you are clear with everything. If you have any doubts, you could post your comment, you could post your doubts in the comment box so that I'll clarify your doubts. Hope the concepts were very clear for you. So this experiment next topic will be uploaded day after tomorrow. So to get the videos updated, kindly do subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the notification. Thank you, children. Have a great day.